I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're staying safe at home. Today I want to talk about insomnia. We've come across so many people who label themselves as insomniac. And they may be for the right reasons because they're unable to sleep at night. Some people sleep for 1 hour a night. Some people sleep for 2 hours a night. Some people sleep for 2 hours, wake up after 3 hours, and that's a term called insomnia. Now we need to understand that this is a serious condition because sleep deprivation is linked with almost every single deadly disease and illness out there. Am I trying to scare you? Absolutely not. I'm trying to motivate you to do something about it. The easiest way is to jump onto sleeping medication, okay? And we all know today that sleeping medication has its own side effects. It's not something that you can be on for a long period of time. It comes with its own side effects: weight gain, hormonal disruption, headaches, migraines, fatigue during the day, and it is addictive in nature. And after a while, you can't use it for a long time because you will get used to it. You will get immune to it, and then your dosage is going to go on increasing more and more. So while some people definitely need it, we need to understand that we have to make lifestyle changes to solve this problem. There is absolutely no way that someone cannot sleep. We have to understand what are the obstacles that prevent someone from not sleeping at night and address those problems. Okay, we live in a world where take a quick fix but don't solve the problem, so you end up staying in that vicious cycle of pills, more and more pills. So we need to understand what causes insomnia. Number one, what causes insomnia is the suppression of mental tension. You cannot sleep, the human mind cannot sleep if the mind is in a state of stress. So a lot of people say that, oh, I'm not stressed. You need to understand there's something called unconscious stress. You are stressed, but you're so good at pushing it deep within you. You're so used to distracting your life, okay, using socializing, shopping, binge watching on Netflix, food. These numb your stress. So you think you don't have stress, but you've only numbed it. So your stress is still there. You just pushed it deeper in you, and whatever you push deeper in you has to come up to the surface. Every symptom that you suppress will eventually come up. You can't suppress it for a long period of time. So then what insomniacs do is they get into these groups on social media and they start getting more and more sucked into the negativity that an insomniac can never sleep. So if you don't believe you can get better, if you don't believe you can overcome your insomnia, guess what? You're going to live with that problem for a lifetime. So number one is, if there's a problem, we need to face what the root cause of the problem. And the number one thing is the suppression of human emotions: anger, envy, resentment, the inability to forgive someone. Just think about this. You can't forgive someone, you're angry with someone. When are you going to think about this the most? Right before you go to bed. Because during the day is too busy for you. You're doing your job, you're doing work, you're talking to people. Your mind is not able to think about these things. But at night, when you have no work, you lay yourself down to sleep. Every one of those emotions will come up either subtly or very unconsciously in your subconscious mind, and it will not allow you to sleep. So the first thing is we need to understand that worry, anxiety, suppressed emotions, mental tension, these are the main causes. A lot of people say, oh, it's also a hormonal imbalance. But what causes a hormonal imbalance? Stress again. So you have to address the root cause of your problem if you're trying to solve this. So a lot of insomniacs get angry and say, you don't understand what we go through. Yes, we do understand what you go through, but you're not willing to do what it takes to get better. You are so dependent on a pill and a quick fix that you are never going to address the root cause of your problem. Then we have, so most people say, why does it happen at night? Because at the end of your day, that's the only time your mind is free of distraction. So all of your unconscious and subconscious thoughts will come up. Because like I said, whatever you push down or suppress has to come up at some time. For example, anger in a person. If a person can't express anger, it builds up and builds up and builds up. And one day that person will explode in a way that people cannot even understand. Because nothing can be suppressed in the human body and the human mind. If you're constipated, it can interfere with your sleep and cause sleep deprivation and insomnia. If you suffer from dyspepsia, if you suffer from chronic acidity, if you overeat at night, if you eat your meals too close to your bedtime. Take for example, you have a heavy carb meal. What is the function of carbohydrates? Energy. Okay, you eat carbohydrates, you go to sleep. While your body's breaking down your food, it breaks down carbs into energy. You get energized all of a sudden. You may still be sleeping, but at a very light level. Or that disruption of that breakdown of carbohydrates into energy can keep you awake at night. Then we have tea and coffee. A lot of people think they can sleep with tea and coffee, but they don't get good enough sleep because of the overall caffeine in their body. So you want to be careful of that. If you smoke before bedtime, you're exposed to passive smoke. What does smoking do? It irritates your nervous system. If your nervous system is agitated or irritated, it is very difficult for you to fall asleep again. I spoke about sleeping pills. They are addictive. Yes, some people need it. Some people, we are happy that they are on sleeping pills, but those patients need to understand it's only a stopgap arrangement. They cannot be on it for a lifetime. They cannot get dependent on it to sleep every night, because every insomniac knows that in a few months their dosage changes and it gets heavier and heavier. And every sleeping medication has severe side effects in the human body. You need to understand that, and that should motivate you to start making lifestyle changes, which I'm going to talk about, that have worked beautifully for insomniacs. The first thing is you have to fix your bedtime. You need to retrain your body. Your body has a memory. It has a biological clock. Every single day, if you are eating at different timings and sleeping at different timings, you are confusing that clock. You have to align your time. So you need to decide what time you're going to bed. Usually 2 hours before midnight is the best time for you to sleep. So you go to sleep at 10 o'clock, and every single day you get into bed at 10 o'clock. If you cannot sleep at that point, do not switch on your phone, on the light. You need to build that memory pattern of you getting into bed and preparing for sleep. It's the same pattern as you waking up in the morning and going to brush your teeth. Do you remind yourself? It unconsciously and subconsciously happens. You got to retrain your body into sleep. But most people will not do the simplest thing because their social lives are way more important, and Netflix is way more important. Like I said, have a social life. Okay, watch Netflix, but first get your basics in place. So it may take you 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to go to sleep at the same time every day. But once you overcome insomnia and you've retrained your body to sleep, then you can be a little bit more liberal with your bed timings. Maybe on the weekends you sleep late, but Monday to Friday you go to sleep at the same time every single day. This is something that has worked beautifully for most insomniacs that we have. And don't expect it to happen in 2 days, 4 days, or 5 days. You got to retrain your body. When you're retraining your body, it could take 10 days, it could take 20 days, it could take 3 months. But this is the fundamental action plan for an insomniac. Fixed time every single day, at least Monday to Friday. More and more research is showing that insomniacs are deficient in B vitamins, vitamin C, magnesium, vitamin D, calcium, potassium, and zinc. These are trace minerals and these are vitamins that the body requires. And if you have a deficiency in them, it could also be the reason why you find it difficult to sleep. That's why a lot of insomniacs are given magnesium glycinate, and a lot of them start sleeping better, because if you have a deficiency and you correct the deficiency, you start sleeping better automatically. And that's why you need a wholesome diet, which consists of your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts, your seeds, your lentils, your legumes, your whole grains, and your lean proteins. If you have a fat diet that doesn't allow you to have this, you have a deficiency. That in most cases, a multivitamin is a hoax. It doesn't really give you all the vitamins that you think you're getting. You're getting such small quantities of them, it's not even enough for your human body to utilize. So these are deficiencies, so you want to load up on foods or vitamins or supplements that are rich in these. Blue light. We have to understand that blue light doesn't allow melatonin to produce and to put you to sleep. It is melatonin that puts you to sleep. The one disruptor of the melatonin is blue light. From your phones, from your television, from bright white light, which is why 1 hour before bedtime you have to cut off from every single gadget. Your bedroom should be as dark as possible. Even if you have one LED light on in your room, okay, it can disrupt your melatonin. You're in a dark room and you only see that glow on the air conditioner, that can disrupt your melatonin. So put a black sticker over it if you have to, but you need melatonin to fall asleep. You need to disengage from your social media and your gadgets 1 hour before you go to bed. This is extremely important. Yes, you can wear blue blocker glasses. A lot of people say it doesn't work, but there's enough of scientific research showing you how it blocks out blue light and allows the right light to hit us. So I am a huge fan of a blue light blocker glass, and if you are insomniac, you should be using it. You should be changing the lighting in your bedroom to yellow light, not bright light. Bright light doesn't allow us to sleep. You need yellow light and dark light in order to fall asleep. Then you can listen to music. Instrumental music can reduce your cortisol levels and put you to sleep. So if you're in bed lying awake, Okay, you either want to meditate, deep read, or fall asleep to some very, very peaceful music. There are so many apps out there, free apps that have beautiful bedtime music that you can listen to. Okay, visualization. You have already labeled yourself as an insomniac, so all you see is yourself not sleeping at night. You got to change that mind pattern by visualizing yourself sleeping, waking up in the morning completely fresh. It is a very powerful tool to reprogram your subconscious mind, because right now all your subconscious mind knows is that you are not going to be able to sleep. Okay, yoga. There are yoga asanas that are fabulous for you to fall asleep. Engage with a good yoga therapist who can plan yoga, asanas, which could take 5 minutes or 10 minutes before you fall asleep. There are pranayamas that can help you fall asleep. A warm bath or soaking in Epsom salt can also help your blood vessels dilate, sending more blood to your muscles, to your heart, which enables you to fall asleep even better. Exercise. If you have a sedentary lifestyle, you are going to find it very difficult to fall asleep. You want to make sure that your body goes through exercise, because you need blood circulation to help you fall asleep. You can try this one breathing technique that works really well with all of our insomniacs. You lie on your side, and when you lie on your side, you take 3 deep breaths. When you inhale, you really expand your abdomen, and then you hold for however long you can. If you're a BP patient, don't do this. Don't do the hold. So expand your belly, inhale as much of oxygen as you can, hold as long as you can. What we're trying to do is, in that hold, you're accumulating carbon dioxide in you. And then you slowly exhale, a long exhale. You do this 3 to 6 times while you're in a side position. You're lying on your side. The accumulation of carbon dioxide tires us. They make ourselves more and more tired and sleepy. So this breathing technique can also induce deep sleep into you. It's not going to happen the first day. Keep on practicing. Don't give up. Don't give up and depend on a pill, because that pill is going to harm you at some point. It will take you some time to do these natural things in order to fall asleep. Of course, there's chamomile tea that works for some, doesn't work for some. There's nutmeg powder that's added. We're going to share a simple drink that you can consume before sleep that has nutmeg, cinnamon. Works for some people beautifully, doesn't work for some people. Like I said, everyone's different. And no matter how powerful the drink is, if you have a lot of mental tension in you, no drink or no food is going to help you sleep better at night. It is a mind-body thing, and we need to put these things together. So please try these things step by step. Nature always takes time to heal. Please don't think that your sleeping pill is adding value to your life. Yes, it is helping you sleep, but over time, it is only going to destroy your health. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.